Well, hello and welcome to our Electric Ireland annual Ulster Provincial Minor Football Decider Chat in the company of Paddy Bradley, former Derry All-Star, and Dermot McCabe, former Cavan All-Star. Dermot, I'll start with you. It's a minor final, but it is a major occasion.
Yeah, it's definitely a major event for these players. You know, at underage level, it's probably their last chance to get this because they're gone from minor, and a final and an Ulster final in Clones is always a very major event. So it's hoping that they can handle that situation and perform on the day is what the management are going to be trying to work on.
Major event, a massive game for the Derry players and of course the Cavan players. Unfortunately, I never had the pleasure of playing in an Ulster minor final, but Jerry came, my cousin, as you know, captain Derry to an Ulster minor title and on to an All-Ireland title, and you know, he always talks about it as being one of the main moments in his career.
What's nice about the final is that there's 4 teams involved, so there'll be a good variety of colour, and you know, hopefully it'll be a good day for Cavan.
Brilliant full forward line in the first round game against Down. Barry Grant and Tiernan Flanagan didn't make the game through injury. They were 2 late additions to the starting lineup for the semi-final, and they're 2 boys that, okay, they weren't fully fit, but still they're massive players for the team. Them 2 along with Shane McGuigan pose a serious threat inside. Very, very impressed with them, and then they're backed up with Conor Glass, who plays number 12 but will be floating in around, you know, full forward, half forward line. He is one of the top minors in the country, and he was man of the match in the semi-final against Donegal.
We have a guy that's doing very well over our last 2 games in David Wilson, and I would imagine he'll be assigned the job of Conor Glass, and he's a huge engine on him, so that'll be a magnificent battle as well on the final day. Conor Brady has probably a little bit been the unsung hero perhaps, in that David has got all the very good scores and has done extremely well in the games, but Conor has done a lot of solid work behind him and probably not been as noticeable as David. But they have a massive battle in Patrick Carney and Jack Doherty, because you know, Donegal would have been tipped as favourites for the Ulster Championship.
I suppose like any game of football, it's all about luck, and you know, Derry had that bit of luck, as you say, Donegal having to miss a penalty in the last kick of the game. But look, they've worked very, very hard for this. As I say, they've been together all year, and have been chatting to Damien McCabe, to Barry Gillis, who I used to play with, is involved with Damien, and they were very confident going into the game. They knew that they'd posed Donegal lots of different problems, and you know, as I say, a lot of their players played out of their skin that day, and fair play to them. And you know, it'd be great to see Derry win an Ulster minor title, because I think it was 2002, and it's a long time since they last won one.
I was involved in 2011, and it was great success that year. I suppose this year it's always different, and different types of players. We had some very strong physical players in our forward line, whereas this year's team are probably smaller, sort of working together as a unit, and probably no real standout forwards in our forward line. And we've got up great scores this year and have worked very well. So again, the midfield battle is key, and hopefully we can get a lot of ball into our forward line.
You know, these are young boys, only 16, 17, 18 years of age, and for different reasons, you know, some of them are thinking about exams, some of them might, as you say, be sick, some of them might just not be fit to cope with the nerves. You know, a team could go out and not perform. You could argue that Donegal, for example, maybe got caught up on the hype of the semi-final, and the fact that they were one of the favourites for All-Ireland and just didn't perform against Derry last day out. But you know, you're hoping, I suppose, every day you go out, no matter if you're a minor or senior, that you do, you know, get it right in the day.
Derry beating Donegal was probably a big shock, in that Donegal not alone were Ulster favourites, but probably All-Ireland, one of the All-Ireland contenders. So we'd be hoping of a good performance. We'd hope that we can build on our 2 performances to date, but Derry are going to ask a lot more questions of us probably than Monaghan and Antrim have done, so we'll have to see how the lads react to that, but hopefully Cavan can shade it.
Derry have some real top class performers. The likes of Barry Grant and Tiernan Flanagan, who were out this last while with injury, will have come on leaps and bounds for the last game, and the fact that they've got 3 or 4 weeks training under them, and I think that if Derry break even in midfield, then they've enough up front to win the game.